Lagoon. The other side of the island holds the main camp. This side is the plantation. Here in front of you is Brian Knox doing a little frisbee. Trying to do a little frisbee. And with him is Mr. Tom Grannis, doing it a little better. And we're here today, just kicking back. Later on we'll be taking some shots of the main plantation, but for now just check out what the island looks like. Not much to see, just a lot of trees, no mountains or anything, pretty much level. Lots of tropics. Pretty nice place. Here, so there's nothing on there.
Go ahead.
Say what?
Well, where is this?
Oh, all right. We're just outside the plantation now. This is where we've been working today. We came here early and started cutting down some of the scabby, which is growing rampant around here. The scabby is it's a very fast-growing plant that's sort of taken over the whole island here. The story goes that it was brought down by the wife of a plantation worker, or something like that, and because she liked the flowers on it, and it just sort of took over the whole island. You can see the tangle it creates. So we've been cutting it down a little bit, clearing it out and burning it off to try to gain access to the old buildings again.
In the hour and a half that we've worked here, how far would you say that we penetrated this scabby here?
Maybe 6, 7, 8 feet, no more than that. It's tough going.
And what's down this way?
There's a road toward the plantation now. You see some of the buildings on the left. The ones at the front with iron doors we'll get closer to. That's the old jail. And up on further, various different buildings. They've got what used to be a boathouse up there. You'll see the main plantation house and different buildings they had for storing the product. What I didn't say is that it was a coconut plant.
Q?
Howdy. This is the old jail. And it's pretty rotten in there. I wouldn't have wanted to have to stay here. You got 3 cells, and this is basically what most of the old buildings look like. You got a variety of things here. I wish I knew what they all were. I could tell you about them. But you can see the general rundown state of the whole area.
You were mentioning something about a coconut plantation before.
Yeah, this was once a coconut plantation.
Right now, we're in a drying shed. These big ovens along the floor fed pipes that ran across these foundations and out the wall, and then up as a chimney. And the coconut was hung in here to dry it out. It was very much lighter when it was dried out, and therefore the ships could carry much more. This was a rather going concern for quite a while, until the British people, who decided they owned the island, needed it more for military base and kicked the residents out. Some cases rather forcibly. The cats and donkeys and chickens and roosters that are present on the island now in a wild state were left over from those times when the civilians were not allowed to take any of their stock with them. We'll be moving on to the main plantation site now. This is the main building on the plantation site, where the plantation owner and his wife stayed. The church is behind this servants' quarters here, and off down the road to the side. Just see the roof of it through the trees. Other buildings around have been grown over. This wall here is surrounding another of the main buildings. The jail and where we've just come from are down this way. There's the road and more buildings. Rather large, spacious yard. The coconut plantation or coconut groves surround the building and they cover the island almost in its entirety. General store. A few of the outbuildings for shoeing horses and other things. Later, when the plantation was mechanized, this combination tractor shed, tool shed was built with several stalls for working on vehicles. Generator building is across the mall. This small dispensary here serviced the entire plantation with 2 beds. Another small building used for greeting people and more like an office for arguing over the prices of plantation coconuts, etc. The building in front of it is the post office, where mail was brought from this pier directly into the post office building. The pier isn't much anymore. Built by concerns that were mainly interested in a coaling station here back when ships were coal-fired. The tractor shed was turned into a coal station, storage, and a mechanical railroad brought the coal out to the ships on this pier. So it was a good thing for everybody concerned. The coal people got their coal and the plantation got a new pier. We'll be taking a walk out to the pier right now. This pier on this side of the island, which we do not use at all, as you can see, has been torn quite near apart. It was a thriving community at one time and served the entire Indian Ocean, this being the only logistical spot in the entire Indian Ocean large enough to have a coaling station. The lagoon again, you can see the coconut palms off in the distance. And a reminder from the warriors. Scott, why don't you tell us about this?
Well, as far as I know, during World War II, there was a squadron here of five PBYs, as this plane here is called. And the only action the whole squadron saw during the war was when 2 of them washed up here during a hurricane. And that one's still sitting there. Close by it are a couple of old boats too, which you can't see from here. They're up in the scavvy.
That's right. We might mention that they were a British squadron, and the guns that overlooked the mouth of the lagoon were manned by a Hindu squadron of men. There are a couple of old work sheds there. We're back at the generator building in one of them, and where the coconuts were torn apart and temporarily stored until they could be dried in the other 2. We follow around right into the plantation and the main building with its beautiful view of everything. Q.
We're getting into the cemetery now, and this is the only really large crypt they have, but there's a recent interesting history about it. You can see this white square here in the middle. A few months ago, some seabees down here on the island broke into this crypt and desecrated it, took rings off the corpses, and other indecencies. It's been since reclosed and re-blessed, etc. I know what you're saying, folks. Oh wow, a cemetery, this must be Scott's favorite spot. Well, in this case, it's interesting, but the rest of it is too. We walk further, you'll see what's left of most of the graves. They're mostly pretty well broken down. Some of them still have writing.
Cue.
You see they're pretty much covered up. This one has some pretty crude writing in it, like somebody did it with a stick or something. Can't even read the name now, but whoever it was 83 years old. They're pretty much overrun, so that's part of the projects of the work parties that come down. They're going to be clearing this area up and trying to get it back in shape for visitors. Here, cut.
When?
Just one more example of how overgrown it is. You can see this at one time was a crypt. Even when you take off the old covering, it's really broken down and pretty much just fallen apart. It's so old. I think that they were constructed with mortar made from the coral, and it just doesn't hold up well with age. What a mess. Well, I'll give you one good guess what this is. I guess it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's one of the best preserved buildings around. Still got the confessional inside, along with a couple clamshell holy water dishes and other various items. It's one of the most interesting things around here. Wouldn't it be better if you went inside?
We're taping now.
Oh. I'm supposed to say something.
Just act intelligent.
I don't know if you can see from here.
Yeah, I'm looking at confessional now.
Yeah, way back in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a corrugated tin roof like most of the buildings around here, which is in pretty good shape. There's a few pinholes in there, but otherwise it's in good shape. Got an old commode out to the side, which you can't see now.
Make sure it's not outside.
Here we are back at the R&R Center after our illustrious day in town, the Plantation, and we're going to show you how we wind down after a hard day. Here goes Tommy Grettis. Yes! All right. Who's next? And a little close stuff here. I gotta get out of the way. This is our master, Mr. Lee Reddick. This is Tarzan 2. Yes! Yeah. There goes the rope navigator. Yeah.
A gainer off that, I won't do it.
Uh-oh. Here comes Reggie.
Who was that, Scott, who just went?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Brian Knox just...
Wave, Brian. Well, Brian's in pain.
Yes. Now for the comedic episode. This is our bravest diver here. Keep a hold of the rope though. Let's get a good scream out of this one.
I'll tell you when to let go, okay? I'll just say now.
We gotta get him out the tree first.
All right, wait. I gotta get.
He doesn't say now yet.
Now. Got a special one here. Did you get that?
The special one, you gonna try to dive?
My hands just slip off that damn line. I'm gonna do a double swing.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a double swing out to it.
Oh no! What? Yes! Take this guy.
Uh-oh. Who is this? Wave goodbye to your folks.
One more step up.
Hey, Scott, wave goodbye.
Wait a minute. Take a good long look. It's maybe the last time you see me.
Remember the cemetery we visited today?
Hold on to the rope, both hands. I know.
Once it comes off.
Yeah.
Ready? Go. Now!
What can I say?
Who hasn't gone yet? Chili!
You haven't gone shot.
Well, I'll even be Mr. Nuts.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm waiting for you to hit the bottom of the tree so you can knock me off.
You, Ham, you just waiting for the camera.
Yeah.
Beep!
Well, that's one bleep we gotta put in.
Put in?
Yeah. We're gonna have to. Oops. Whoa, what was that? All right.
And Chilson is now climbing the tree. Whenever Chilson tries this, the call goes far and wide. Ah! Ah!
You are about to see the lagoon drain. This is a first.
Hurry up, my jeans are getting wet.
Please leave some water for us. Making his debut.
Okay, guys. Show you how to do it. Just grab hold of it.
Let go!
Made it.
Oh. Almost had another beep there, huh?
Get a dive for you.
Oh, you got a dive?
Uh-oh.
Here you go, get it close into the patch there for the title shot.
You've done it before. That's the one thing I ought to try is dive off of that. I'm lucky if I just make it in alive. Okay, too.
Well, it was sort of a dive. You okay?
You gonna go? I'll throw it up to me. I want to dive. I gotta try that. Good one, Tom. Good one. Try to dive off there, Scott. So much for this suit. Seen that.
Come on, Scott, do it.
One last time for posterity.
Do a 2.5 forward.
A 1.5 back flip with a twist. With a half game.
Never do it.
Geronimo.
What side of it?
Whoa. You okay? Yeah.
And the judges awarded that one a what?
What can I say? That was flat on his back. How about a gainer, huh? Let's give it a try. You gotta pull me out of the water.
Uh-oh. Another beep.
Two bleeps. One down. Oop, I can't do it. Try again. Can't do it. Didn't let go soon enough. I gotta try that one again.
You running?
Yeah.
Light middle green?
Yeah.
There's two people you haven't seen yet in this film. I'm your illustrious cameraman, of course, and this is my mystical magical trick, Missy.
Yay! Hang on here. Where's the focus knob?
Missy likes to kick sometimes. She also likes to drink soda and beer. But she's on the wagon right now because she's with folks. Right, girl? Missy.
She's got the limelight here.
She knows it too.
You damn well kick me. Smack you so good.
What? What do you do? You want to try it?
What do you do to get this thing to stop?
Hi, Scott.
All right. I'll tell you what we're seeing here. This is a chow hall, and Steve wants me to sit down and eat in front of you, but I can't do it because I'm totally embarrassed. So I can let him sit here and pan me all day. But what he should do is just turn the camera around and look at the rest of the chow hall.
Well, would you describe for us, please, what's on your plate?
Well, this is supposed to be food. After a hard day's work, you come in here and you try to relax and get nourishment, and this is what they stick on you. That's supposed to be Salisbury steak over there, with some bug juice to drink and a little bit of chicken soup. various other niceties which you can tell what they are yourself, I think.
And on your illustrious cameraman's plate is?
I think it's supposed to be
Breaded beef.
breaded beef. Okay,
Very good.
Beef and rice, and a little bit of shortcake or whatever that is, though.
Notice the rather large lump of frozen strawberry.
Anyway, this is typical Diego Garcia fare. Hi, this is the Chow line. Our lovely Filipino cooks who are here under contract. Down at the far end is our speed line, where you can pick up a couple nice veal burgers, usually soy burgers and fries. You see all the sailors enjoying their food.
Our milk machine that usually contains the daisy milk.
Oh yeah, daisy refined milk that doesn't even need to be refrigerated. These guys are pretty talented. They're trying to make it easier to eat here.
Hey, is this gonna go on? Sarah? No?
That's the best I can do. You're looking at the main road into town, DG1. Down at the end there, you can see some CV's projects, big cement tower. And down that way is the harbor ops area where the Liberty boats come in. See the harbor ops control tower where they direct traffic. Our main bus stop here, the Diego Garcia Flyer, runs 24 hours a day, free of charge, from town all the way down to the airport. CB projects going on here. They're building a new AFRTS station for radio and TV on the island. We've got our 4-lane bowling alley. Beyond that, it's a package store, which also houses the special services rental, where you can get bicycles, TVs, scuba gear, and whatnot. And then this big building is our club, the Turner Club, named after a CB electrician's mate who electrocuted himself during the building of the club. They like to name things after dead people around here. But beyond that, you can see the blue wall surrounding our swimming pool, which is actually the fire department's water tank. They let you go swimming there. And out beyond that, we have outdoor theater and the Diego Garcia gym, which houses a couple of racquetball courts, weight room, indoor gym area with basketball courts and whatnot. Down toward the edge of town there. And crossing the street, we have some of the barracks. These are one-story barracks with 4-room modules with a common lounge. I live in one of these. They've also got some newer 2-story barracks. And here you see some of our folks walking into the Chow Hall to taste the nice goodies we just had. Out beyond that is the dispensary. A few hams here on camera. See, the Filipinos that work here are pretty handy with a paintbrush, and they've been decorating a lot of the buildings that you saw inside the Chow Hall before. They get their work out of the Filipinos. They're all down here on contract as civilians. Out in the distance is our BOQ where the officers live. By the way, that's where Charlie Dufresne lives. I talked to you before. He was my sponsor down in Puerto Rico. And our tailor shop is coming up. And beyond that is the administrative offices. Our CO lives in these buildings. And across the street is our administration building. That's where he works.
It's in that tangle of jungle somewhere.
Yeah, little green building. That's general admin for both CommSTA and the support facility here.
And back to GG1.
Back to GG1. All right, looking at our barber shop here, I think, which is a little 3-chair deal outside of the trading post or ship store. It's free because they're just Navy barbers, but they do a fairly decent job. See some of the artwork that the Filipinos have done here. This is our humble trading post. Pretty small, doesn't have much more than the essentials except for a few extras in stereo and camera gear and whatnot. But it serves its purpose. And then there's always the catalog. This is the chapel in the Palms. That's where everybody goes to pray for their services. The little cross on the wall is a relic from the plantation itself. They try to mix new with old here. The bell, you could see it, came from the first CB chapel that was built here in '71 when they first came. The chapel also houses the library and a couple of classrooms. Now, this huge truck you see here is our Chow wagon, the roach coach, whatever else you might want to call it. They drive around to the outer sites like our site where I work. When you can't get in for Chow during the day, they come out.
On duty days when you can't leave the site.
Right. They'll come out and serve you some grub. That's just what it is. Now you can see the dispensary. They're pretty limited in their facilities. They have
one dentist and one doctor.
Yes.
For 3,000 people.
And as the dentist says, he loves to operate.
He does too.
I can attest to that. Unfortunately, me and my dereliction of duty, I already have a filling. It was a small cavity, but that should be the last one. This is where I took most of my microbiology course. And we're filming back toward the barracks. This is what they look like.
Now this one door that we're looking at here leads into a mod, sort of like a living room, from which 4 bedrooms will open. 2 on the front side. Windows are here. That's the mod window and the other bedroom window, and 2 on the back side.
Little benches. Maybe you ought to describe it.
We're on one of our recreational centers now. This is the visitor's bench. Sometimes, occasionally, a ship will come in and they'll have a ball team, softball team. You can see the basketball court behind it. This is our softball field, believe it or not. I know it looks more like a sand and gravel pit. We're standing on second base. One of several of the recreational benefits that they give to us here on the island. Football is not allowed, and the softball rules have been changed somewhat. It is illegal to slide into any of the bases. As you can see, the ground is rather rough, and coral cuts are rather nasty. They get infected rather quickly. Therefore, if you slide into a base or dive for a ball, it's an automatic out or error, respectively. Some of our lighted tennis courts. There's even 3 spots on the field that are lit at night.
Standing outside my barracks, so if you'd like to come in, we'll take a tour. Got it?
Turn on the light and open the curtains.
Lights. Another one? No more. Hold on. Gotta get some light in here, folks. It's the best we can do. This is our lounge. Pretty ragged, but it serves its purpose. It's nice and cool in here anyway. It's a nice change of pace from the
4 bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why don't we go on in? Go open your curtains. I can barely see an outline. Go ahead.
Well, this is my humble abode. Pretty basic. 4 beds in a little tiny cramped room. This is my, excuse me, I'm feeling kind of at home here. I was kind of tired after yesterday's jaunt at the plantation. I didn't make my bed. But, and I guess, yeah, this is my mess. Real homey. And Reggie had an even tougher day than I did. Poor Reg. So, not much here. My old locker.
Wave by.
You still filming?
What's that, Mandy? That's it.
I would suggest not making light of that, or light of anything else, considering Leslie's most likely present attitude. I wondered why I wanted to go through these this morning. The hours of operation for processing of Class E commercial telegrams slant flowergrams are as follows for those of you who care. Monday through Friday, 0730 to 1100. 1300 to 1600. Saturdays, 0730 to 1100. Sunday and holidays, closed. Emergencies, anytime. So if you forgot to send your sweetheart flowers for some special occasion, give them a call.
Thanks for 10 days. Shit.
And for an emergency,
I sent some roses a month at a time. They died en route.
the only question I have is where.
What?
Just the, where what? When it's the stores.
Where do you get them processed?
You know what ship stores? You know where you get paid at? The door right next to it?
That's not where I can put that.
You know where some people cash their
I know where
checks?
the ship sales office is.
That's
That
it.
where
That's it. 2 doors down.
Okay. Good news. NAVCOMMSTA Zone 1, 2, and 3 inspections for May will commence at 0800 tomorrow. So that makes today field day.
You usually give it. Let's. Send the money.
The 26th and 27th of May. Turner. There'll be a power outage on Friday, 29 May, from 0700 to 1600.